Week 9, Quackers versus the Heat, and the first game originally started in Week 4. Quackers up 7-0 early, but Jake Kocher started to find his groove. Finally, the Heat get on the board with a Steve Gaffney home run off Regis Pollard. Pollard would end the inning with a strikeout, and he'd end up on the ground. That one was a crowd pleaser, if you can believe it, and you know we have to slow this down. His foot goes up, throws the riser, everything looks fine until that dangerous follow through, and he loses it. It's hard to tell on camera, but in his defense, it was pouring for most of the game, and it just kept getting worse. Finally, the game had to be called. Quackers up 7-3. We fast forward to a nicer day. Pollard stayed on his feet this time during the strikeout. For the Quackers, a lot of good hitting, but they couldn't get anything. The Heat were positioned to make the plays. The Heat struggling as well as Josh Swan, former Quacker, couldn't even get a swing off at this at-bat. Pollard, he was all over the corners to help the Quackers win 7-3. Game 2, Josh Swan still enjoying his new team, I think. The Quackers on the board early. Pollard with the double, and Shelton would hit him in. For the Quackers, they had some fielding problems. The only 2 runs would come off this play right here, but Hammond, he'd make up for it. For an average human being, that's a single, but for Cody Hammond, it's a stand-up double. Then Shelton would foul with another double, and this time Hammond, he uses the fence for the double. He'd hit 2 more in, and the Quackers, that's all they needed. Pollard with 17 Ks in this one. The Quackers complete the 2-game sweep, 13-2.